what the parents of that child is in custody, you know. I go and say it again, Jamaica. I hope the parents of that child is in custody tonight. Are you telling me, Jamaica, that we are at the point that we have baby gangsters now? I'm sure you have heard that a 70-year-old was found. The police found, what them call it? What them call them gun their name? Submachine. Not a handgun, not a Glock. Not, you hear what I say? A 70-year-old came to school with a submachine gun.
Help. We key out of the labyrinth.
We need your divine intervention. As I want to say it again, that is what they take out of the 70-year-old back here in Jamaica. That is what in St. Elizabeth and a Montego Bay and a Westmoreland and a Hanover and a Clarendon. A 70-year-old found with a what them say machine? Submachine gun. So my question is, what else is that 70-year-old exposed to? I'm going to ask again. How did that 70-year-old come in contact? Who does that gun belong to? Was the 70-year-old an accessory to transport? Or could it be that the little boy found it in the yard? But then I said to myself, where is that little boy's mother? Because going to school, I know mothers normally check your bag before you go off, don't it? Parents not check them picnic bag before them go off. I'm asking again. Or gonna give the baby, the 70-year-old baby, duty for carry it? And what is so the 70-year-old is trafficking now? So you're telling me Jamaica is a serious thing, you know? Is a serious matter, Jamaica. At 7 years old, with a submachine gun. Suppose the child mind became Suppose the child wanted to explore in the school.
Take it out and bust it.
Suppose the child decided, oh, I have a toy and I want to explore. Jamaica people, you remember I spoke to you earlier this week about the moral decadence of the society? You remember I said to you that Jamaica really got certain things you would have never heard happening in Jamaica, you know.
Never.
The country not have no more standard. To know that a 7-year-old Jamaica was caught not with a Glock, not with a paper gun, but a submachine gun. Submachine, I mean, say, and one of them gun the way, rapid fire.
Bam, 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 bam. Where you get it from?
I go and ask again. I hope the parents of that child is in custody, you know. I go and say it again, Jamaica. I hope the parents of that child is in custody tonight. Where did the child get the gun from? And that must be answered tonight. Where did the child get the gun from? Who was the child transporting the gun to? Jamaica, who was the little baby transporting the gun to? Who? I ask the question once more. Who was the baby transporting the gun to or for? Was it for daddy? Was it for uncle? Was it for grandpa?
Brother.
Was it for brother? Was it for cousin? Was it for neighbor? Was it for one of mommy's visitors? Because enough of them, they have several visitors at night time. So I am asking you again. Can you imagine? Possibly this is not the first time, you know, this baby transporting a gun, you know. Probably this is not the first time the baby transporting a gun. No, people. We have to take this seriously. So are you telling me a part of these operations and the hoodlums and the criminality in the country, that even the babe, even the little children, single digits, one time would I say the 13, 14. So are you telling me that we have baby gangsters now? Are you telling me, Jamaica, that we are at the point that we have baby gangsters now? Are you telling me that this is the baby Joel and them? Are the baby dodos? Are the baby seeds? Why can't we let the children live their life and have an opportunity to just be a child for once? So when I thought of that, I thought about, when we hear about this, I said, wow, this sounds like I'm in the Republic of Congo, where I see the little baby them in a Congo. You remember those movies out of Africa when the little picnic them have the little submachine them. So the baby has been robbed of his childhood. And a lot of people don't want to admit it. The baby, the mother, the father has robbed that child of his childhood. And they must, Jamaica, they must be sanctioned. They must be punished for it. Can you imagine? Teacher come at school. And when teacher look, I'm going to teach Pitney. Nothing more than Courtney. Pitney there at school and Pitney decided not take off him bag because the parents said to him, say, under no circumstance you have to go in the bag or so, you know. And the teacher must have said, take out your book to do the exercise. And the Pitney now open the bag. So the teacher said, no, man, no, Andre, give me your bag and let me take out your book. I bet you say I saw the teacher. And just imagine when the teacher buck up. I wish part in a St. Elizabeth named Mulgrave. Mulgrave St. Elizabeth. So when you look at it and you think about it now, Jamaica, how did the child get the gun? Is a serious question, you know. Who put the gun in the child's bag? But then if you take that child and put the child in state care, putting the child in state care doesn't solve the matter. Because I have heard about the many children who have been traumatized by the state care. But then I said to myself, mother, you never saw that your baby was carrying a submachine gun to school this morning? Mother, suppose there were casualties at the institution. And when we talk about these things, people say, boy, I don't know about you, you know. But when I look at it, it really upset me. It really grieved my spirit to see where my country and my people are going. It grieved me, man. It grieved me bad. Me begs Jamaica. Can you imagine tonight? So where is the baby? Where is the 7-year-old? Because no matter what, it's still a little baby from you, you know. No matter what, Jamaica, is still a baby for me. Can you imagine when I look and see a little 7-year-old boy or a little girl, and when I look in that bag, we Jamaica, we have robbed the innocence of Jamaica's children's childhood. We have robbed the innocence of the Jamaican children childhood. The community has robbed the innocence of our children's childhood. The things that our children are going through. It reminds me of some things that should have been happening in other countries. But when I look at it to see that is in my homeland, my little island with less than 3 million people doing this. So parents, you will have to take responsibility for this. Innocent baby, but the parent must be held responsible. Do you know now how you have created a label for that child? You know what that label is going to be for that child in an institution? Going forward, even if you remove that child from that institution, they will the child will be remembered anywhere he or she goes as the child that carried the submachine gun to school. Am I telling a lie? That child is going to be remembered anywhere he or she goes as the child, the picnic, will carry the gun come to school. And that stereotype and that label is attached to that child right up to the adulthood. Nobody wants to associate with that child because all the picnic, they are criminal. No, but no parent now go want make for them picnic associate with all the one they are criminal, can we far from him. So you have already created a label for the picnic. You have ostracized the picnic. You failed the picnic, parents.